Alright y'all, make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we are going to be talking about these cryptocurrency markets. Now Bitcoin, for the past few weeks, has not really been doing much, right? People are like, Bitcoin, what are you doing? What are you doing, Bitcoin? I wasn't expecting this, okay? I was not expecting you just to be doing this right now, okay? It's a little bit awkward. So what is happening, all right? Let's discuss. Let's talk about it. Bitcoin has been trading since the 19th of June within this green box. Okay, this green box is very important. Why? Because we can see clearly that we have a defined high when we put in this low right here on the 9th of May, and then we retested that high, previous support as resistance, on August 8th, around that time. And since that time, we have been bound within this sideways range where we have our clearly defined highs and our clearly defined lows. Now, as we are trading within this larger range, if we zoom in on lower time frames, we can see that we can actually now divide this into ranges within ranges. And if you've been following this channel at all, you know that we have been trading ranges within ranges, and we have been longing and shorting basically now within this little area. And I think that we are going to see a big move happen soon. And the reason I think that is because we have been in this range now for a very long time, right? Since June. It is currently October. Can you believe how fast time is going by? And typically, when we are in a range for a long time like this, a move, either a breakout, right, to the upside, or a break to the downside, results in a very large move. Okay, we can see that for the past few months since November, we have been in this major downtrend, and every time we get a big drop, we range a little bit, and then we drop, we range a little bit, we drop, we range a little bit, we drop, we range a little bit, we drop, we're ranging a little bit. Now, I do hold some bullish bias here. And the reason for that is because when we are looking at some of these higher time frames, such as the weekly time frame, we are seeing things that we have almost never seen before on the weekly time frame on our oscillator market Cipher B. We are seeing anchor waves and trigger waves with the money flow in the red. This is showing a very significant bottom. Also, we have come down to test very, very key support, which is the 786 Fibonacci level from the dump of March 2020 to the all-time high that we put in on November. Okay, we can see that we pretty much tested the 786 to the dollar. It was also a very nice retest of this little area of consolidation here. And from that time, we have not lost the level. Although we've seen other markets continue to get lower and lower, Bitcoin has just been hanging out right here. So, what are we looking at? What can we expect to happen? Well, in order to obtain a plan of how we are going to approach this price action, we need to be looking at the market more locally, because when we are trading within small ranges, we need to be using lower time frames to determine how we plan to trade this. Now, something I should point out is the fact that pretty much since Tuesday, September 13th, we have now been trading within this area of consolidation with a pretty clear high around the $20,400 area and a pretty clear low around that 18.3, 18.4 area. And so what this means is we should be looking for trades within this context. Okay, we can't know for certain which way the market is going to move, but what we can do is we can understand where are the important areas of confluence, of support and resistance, and then we can determine whether or not it's a good opportunity to enter a trade. For example, over in the VIP Discord, we did, shout out to Crypto Chris, by the way, over in the VIP Discord, right, we have been trading these levels, right? I mean, we've been trading these levels because when we know, for example, that we have a level of support Here it was 19.6, and we knew what confirmation we were looking for on market Cipher B. It can make for a very, very nice trade. A 2% move in minutes happened right here because we were ready for our confirmations. We were ready with the level. And then we were looking for also yesterday and Sunday a bounce from around 19K because we had a confluence here. We had a daily level. We had a golden pocket, and it made for some really nice moves. In fact, we are currently still bouncing from that level that we had marked out in the VIP Discord. You can see right here that we did bounce right from that golden pocket, from that area of daily support with bullish divergences across multiple time frames, right? So my point here is that if we are prepared, understanding what areas we are looking for trades, and we know what we're looking for as far as confirmation to get into the trade, then it can really help us get into those moves so that we can make a profit regardless of what is happening. Because what we don't want to do, especially in these sideways markets, is get sliced up, right? We don't want to get sliced up. We want to wait for a level, right? And then we want to wait for our confirmation, right? We want to wait for our level, then we want to wait for our confirmation, right? We don't want to be shocked, okay, like this young lady right here, when we are just chasing price and getting sliced up, right? No, we don't want that at all. So here's the way I am approaching this right now. We have right here a very localized sideways range, okay, from the 13th of September. If we analyze the volume here that we have traded since the 13th of September, we get some pretty key levels here, all right? We get some pretty key levels. First of all, we can see that we have a pretty clear area of support right down here, right? Just under where we are right now. Why is this a key area of support? Because we can see that the price will be coming below this value area right here. This is basically determining for us what is the fair value of the asset during the time that we have been trading within this sideways area. If the price comes below this blue line, that is considered oversold. So we can see that we have this box right here where price will be considered oversold. And if we come into that box, we can see big time on our oscillator that price is already looking pretty oversold here, even on the hourly time frame. So if we come down into this box and we're seeing bullish divergences on the oscillator on market Cipher B, that could mean that we have found some support, and potentially this could be a bottom where we could look to the upside. So I'm talking about the 18.8-ish area, right? It's a pretty important area right down there. There's a lot of confluence in that area. And then what about to the upside? Well, for me, what I like to do is I like to pull fibs. So I'm going to take the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement from the high to the low that we just put in. And we can see that the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement is coming up right around also where the price will be considered overbought. Okay, and so this could be a nice area to look for a potential continuation to the downside. Now, if you want to join the VIP Discord where we post the setups in advance, we post the levels every single day, multiple live streams a week where we go through our trading plans, and even posting the charts that you can import into your own trading view. You can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. Also, if you want to learn how to obtain these levels, check out the course, jasoncaspertrading.com. There is a 35% discount on this course in the pinned comment of the video, and I'm not trying to toot my own trumpet over here. But for the amount of information, for the price that it is a good deal. Okay, just saying. Now, again, all this information obviously is available for free elsewhere on the internet, but it's the time that will save you actually getting it step by step, right? The course will give you that step-by-step system so that you can always approach the charts, know where you're looking to take your next trade, and then what confirmations you are looking for to get into the trade, various trading strategies and all this stuff, risk management, all that good juicy stuff here. Check it out if you are interested. If you are interested. Okay, so those are the two major areas that we need to look at right now, because here's the thing. If the price is going to move to the upside, big time on the higher time frames that we were looking at. We want to get long, okay? We want to get long, okay? I'm not talking about getting long like this guy over here is probably getting long. I'm talking about entering into a long trade, okay? Entering into a long trade from the lowest point that we can, so that if we are going to really break to the upside, let's say we do get a move to $24,000, we are in a very, very good position with a very high reward, low risk setup. But if we're going to break to the downside, we want to make sure that we are getting in as high as possible, right? And if we know that we have a very juicy confluence around that $20,000 area, well, then we can potentially ride this thing down below these lows here and get a nice, juicy short trade in, right? So that is kind of what I am looking at right now, y'all, as far as this Bitcoin price action goes. If we are able to get in a trade based on these very local levels, it will then allow us to potentially be in a nice position as we are. Let's see, where's that rectangle? Aha. Be in a nice position in the event of a massive breakdown or a move up, right? Because right now we can see we are overdue for a pretty large move. And I do think that if we lose this thing to the downside, we could see another 20% move to the downside. But if we break to the upside, I am looking at that $30,000 level, give or take, because that $30,000 level is key support resistance flip. January 2021 support, June and July 2021 support, and then consolidation range right here before a 30% move to the downside, right? So that could be, if we get a move back up to that area, we could be looking at right now, right? A 50% move to the upside. Even if it is just a relief rally, it's a 50% move to the upside. And one last thing I would like to say is this signal on Market Cipher B historically has shown the bottom of the bear market, the bottom. But what it does not mean is that we immediately enter into a bull market. What it does mean is that we, wow, okay, so hang on. What is happening right here? We are coming up into an area of resistance. So let me check something out here. Wow. We're coming up toward an area of resistance, guys. We are definitely coming up toward an area of resistance. I might potentially add to a short trade, okay, that I have here. So anyway, God bless everyone in the name of Jesus the Messiah, and I will see everybody in the next video. Peace.